Hey everybody! Do you want a game with tactical gameplay, with permadeath, with city building, and with tower defense? Well, do I ever have a game for you? It's called Last Spell. And it's my game of the year. It's a CBH4K. Let's talk about it. Coming out of early access this year and has been published by the arcade crew, Gamera Games, Dangen Entertainment, and is developed by Ishtar Games. This is a roguelike with lots of layers, and I can tell you, all of them are fun. So let's move on to the presentation. First up, let's talk about the sound. The sound effects are great. I have no complaints with them. They are perfect. They got the nice crunch and pow and bang and zoom that add to the atmosphere of the game. There's no voice acting in here. No voice acting wasn't a deal breaker. I thought the lack of voice acting was fine. The game really didn't need it. But on large, there's not that much storytelling going on in the game. The soundtrack, how do I put this, is probably one of the best soundtracks I've ever heard for any video game. And I am including a lot of games in that list. That is quite a large list I'm including. Now we can move on to graphics. The graphics are pixel art, and some people might not like that. Some people might be turned off by that, but I would say it serves the game perfectly. It reminds me of Final Fantasy Tactics, and I loved Final Fantasy Tactics back in the day. So it perfectly fits it. Got that nostalgia vibe going for it, and it fits the game well. It doesn't take away from any of the gameplay, which is the most important thing about video games, because without the gameplay, you're just watching something. You're watching a movie, you're watching a TV show. You're not doing anything, but video games add the sense of interaction between the player and interaction between the audience and the content, which in this case is the game. So it fits it perfectly, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Now let's talk about the gameplay. So you're basically in charge of the remnants of humanity as you fight off the hordes of clawers. It's an unfortunate name, but it's what they're called, the zombies. Let's just call them zombies. For now, the enemies in the game are called zombies. So, you are fighting off hordes and hordes of zombies in this game. Now, you're doing it with your most effective tool in your toolkit, which is your heroes. They have various weapons, they have various skills, perks, spells, and other abilities. And not to mention, you can customize them the way you want to. You can rename them. It makes it more personal when they die, and they will die because you are going to be hit with a lot of enemies, with a lot of variations, a lot of surprises in the form of elite enemies. Elite enemies are really tough, and they have a special ability like healing or doing extra damage. So you're going to have to be very, very, very careful with them because it's hard to replace them. And even if you do replace them, they won't have the same levels as your previous hero who died, so keep that in mind. Now, the goal of the game is to last all the way to the last and final night, where you can cast the last spell. The last spell will drain all the magic from the world, including the zombies, basically turning you back into, well, you get the idea. Now, to make sure you can do this, you're going to need other tools in your toolkits. That's where the city building comes in handy. So, the main thing you're going to have to do is build walls. You're going to also build financial buildings to pay you money, and also build various shops to supply your heroes. It's also where you can supply money, materials to build more defenses, such as ballistas and catapults. This game gets tougher the longer it goes on, but at the same time, it also gets a lot more fun. You can pick various difficulties to enhance the experience. Also, once you beat a map, you unlock a new map. Even if you lose You unlock new things to play with, like new omens. The omen system enables you to enhance your heroes and your various other things that help you with your city building. So it offers a ton of replayability. You can make most types of strategy work, and I gotta say, it was a joy to play and figure out the various ins and outs of the gameplay. So all of you are probably wondering why. Why did I make this video? Why did I make this game of the year? Why am I asking you to go out and check out Last Spell? Well, quite simple. The Last Spell is probably one of the best tactical games released this year. The bosses in this game are rough. They are powerful, and they will wipe your entire run out all by their lonesome. That's how strong they are. They're 10th tier tough. That's right. 10th tier. I made up a tier system on the fly just for them, and I put them at the top. That's how tough they are. But in all seriousness, I had a lot of fun with it. It's a diamond in the rough. Guys, if you like this video, then hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. I'm doing more gaming reviews. I'm doing more comparisons between other games as well. I'll also do trailer breakdowns. I did a few Let's Plays, but I'm kind of pulling away from Let's Plays. I'm not going to stop them completely, but we'll see. Also, if you could share this on your favorite form of social media, and if you didn't like this video, then thank you so much for watching till the end. I really appreciate it. I'll catch you in the next one.